Okay, actually, our next speaker or reader is a very special person. At least for me, she's one of my colleagues from my previous university in Helsinki. We did crazy artistic projects together, and I admire her for her dedication to her work in participatory work and art making. And yeah, I think I'll give her the microphone and introduce herself. But let's give a round of applause for Jolijn.
Hi, my name is Jolijn, and I don't usually do this, but I would like to try out to tell a story. And it's called Vision in Pink, about a meeting I had that made an impression on me with somebody very different and yet very the same as me. And we find ourselves in November, a cold November day in the morning. And I'm walking through the suburbs of Helsinki called Vantaa, looking for the Maistrati. The Maistrati is the registration office, and I need to go there because I started my studies in August, and within 3 months I had to register at the office, the registration office. So naturally I waited till it was November that I could actually register myself. And to explain why this meeting was so special for me, I have to go 6 months back when my relationship of 7 years ended. And this was with a person that I thought I would be with the rest of my life. And it's the only image that came up to me or to describe the feeling was that for 7 years I grown together as a tree with this person. And then it got ripped in half. And I felt like I was walking around with this open wound in my heart. So I decided to do this master's in Finland and start a new life. And my body also wanted to help me, but this went all subconsciously. I don't know how helpful it was, but it decided that whenever somebody would touch me, I would get these waves of terror, of fear, through my body. And this was very inconvenient if I went to public transportation or things like that, because people touch you all the time, and every time I would freeze up. Good thing that in Finland there are not so many people, so good. Better. So, the Maistrati, the registration office, I wanted to find it, but it wasn't very clear where it was. And I saw signs to the police station, so I decided to go to the police station and ask there. And they gave me a complicated description. And when I walked out the station, I saw her. And she was this bright pink spot on the streets, on these grey, rainy streets, because she was wearing hot pink clothes all over from top to bottom. Amazing. And she said, "Do you know where the Maistrati is?" And I said, "No, but let's look together." So we did. And we were walking over the streets, and we started talking, and she told me her name, but I forgot, and I'm pretty sure she forgot mine too. I asked her where she was from, and she said Sudan. I asked her if she came with somebody, and she said, "I came with my mother and my sister." I asked her about the rest of the family, but when she tried to explain, she struggled and then said, "I don't speak English very well, but I thought she was smart too. So we kept on walking and sharing with all the language barrier we had. And the end of the story is that we did find the office. And there I would be out of the office in 15 minutes because I'm European and it's very easy to register it. But when I walked out of the office, she would still be sitting there in the waiting line because she was non-European. And that takes ages. I'm pretty sure that that day she didn't get closure if she could stay or not. Well, for me, it was super easy. So in that way, we were in very different positions. But the reason I'm sharing the story with you was the moment that we found the Maestretti. And it was like this eureka moment, because we saw it, and finally the end of our quest was there. And we saw it, and we were so happy. We were like, "Oh, it's there, it's there!" And in this moment of excitement, she grabbed my arm. She grabbed my arm, and I was almost embracing myself for these waves of terrors and not letting them show, but the waves of terror didn't come, only warmth.